kind of got interested in it a while back when we moved into our first house, and we had like a little open area in front of on our patio in front of our window, and so I wanted to start putting some plants or something there, and so I started off with experimenting with some cucumbers and tomatoes and stuff like that, and that's where I got started into it. Then I started learning about different techniques to planting, and so that kind of like got me more interested in it. And so now I do a combination of just regular traditional gardening combined with hydroponics and some hybrid hydroponics. So that's basically how I got into it. And so now with the YouTube era, providing a lot more information, kind of piques my interest in it more. Seeing the different things that other people, other gardeners are. So right now we're transitioning into the spring part, and so I'm getting some of my spring vegetables started. And right here I have a bunch of probably more bell peppers than I need, definitely. So some of these I might wind up selling or giving them away or whatever. But right here I have a variety of bell peppers, and so these are just regular bell peppers, maybe the yellow and orange and red. And obviously all bell peppers start off green, so my greens too. I also have some mini bell peppers. I don't know which one. Let me see which one those are. I have them labeled. It's probably these. These are the mini bell peppers that you will find in the store. And same thing with these. You're gonna get your red, your yellow, your orange, and just like with all bell peppers, they always start off green and they turn color later. And then I have my jalapenos, hot peppers here. So like I said, I doubt I use all of these. So some of them I might wind up giving away or selling if possible. Man. So some of these things actually got started inside where it was warmer, so that they wouldn't get damaged from the cold. And so I have a few tomatoes over here that these were started in a hydroponic solution. So these are tomatoes, and those are just more peppers. And I did a lot of experimenting too, with just trying to grow some plants in just straight perlite. So I usually use a mixture of perlite when I'm starting off, a mixture of perlite and some cocoa peat here that I have, which is from coconut husk. So I usually combine those, but I wanted to see if I could just do it with just straight perlite, and I was able to do it. And how the water gets to the solution gets to it, I cut the little slits on the side to allow the roots to get air, and not only that, so that it could get the solution that it needs. So it actually wicks the liquid up. So perlite will wick some of the liquid up to get up to the upper root area, but you still have to have some type of oxygen or air going through there. Here with my lettuce, this lettuce is about to start bolting, and that's because the temperatures have been changing, and plus it's older. I've had this way back in December. So it's about to go into it's bolting, which means it's about to seed. And so I'll get the seeds from these and have seeds for the next time I do lettuce. Also over here, these are some radishes. These are icicle radishes. And so that I have going, I could pull one up. So these are some of the radishes I have. And so I'll grow in mostly anything that can hold some type of solution or some type of medium. And I also eat the leaves off of these too. like I put it in a juicer. Sometimes I put them in greens if I'm making greens, if I need more stuff. And then this is some more of the lettuce that I've been growing off in these little bins here, and it's bolting as well. They start getting longer once they start to bolt. So I really won't eat any lettuce off of here because it's probably really bitter. But you can still eat it. You can juice it. It'll help you go to sleep. If you notice that my lawn is really high, I'm doing that on purpose this year. It's another experiment to see if I can get my springtime and summertime plants to grow among the weeds. Because I'm trying to keep my native insects here, like my ladybugs and all that stuff. And usually, well, all the time, if I mow it, all my ladybugs are gone. And so, also I'm using this as like a natural mulch because the plants are already set. It'll help retain some of the water when watering. I won't have to water so much. So hopefully I can keep some of the insects that will protect my plants, my spring and summertime plants. And if I get any birds, or sometimes I get rabbits back here, they won't eat on my stuff. They'll eat on the native stuff that they're already used to eating. And also when this dies, it'll naturally fertilize the ground for the following seasons to come. I'll still eat off of this lettuce here. It's not so bad. This is some of the last lettuce I put down anyway, so it's not bitter. But I am starting a new thing of lettuce. So I still eat off of these. They're not that bitter. We just had some last night. But this is about to be on this last stage. So I'm gonna have to do some, I may grow some lettuce indoors this year. And I'm also trying to set up an area to where it's not getting as much sunlight. I'm gonna grow some plants, some corn, and see if it'll cast a shadow to keep in a certain area cool, so I can grow lettuce on the other side of it. I'm gonna see if I can do that without it going to seed, because lettuce will go to seed if it's too hot outside, or it'll just taste bitter, really bitter. So, also among these weeds, some of the things that are growing naturally out here that people don't think of, some of the what we consider weeds, some of this stuff out here is edible, and I do come out here and get some of the stuff that I didn't sow myself, like this. This is what they call chickweed, and so we just come out here. I can juice this, and you can just eat it like this. And also, another thing, if you notice this bee here, that's another reason I'm keeping a lot of stuff out here, because a lot of these weeds out here, they have flowers, and so you can already see an example of that. And the ladybug there too, that I was speaking of earlier. So this is all the stuff they like to eat. The bees come by here and get pollen, and so I hate to cut all this stuff down when it's just naturally here. It'll die out anyway once it starts getting cold, and I won't even have to cut it, because it's like I said, it'll die out, decompose, and naturally fertilize the ground. I got a lot of dandelion. Now I actually eat the dandelions out here. That's what called it. Not so much the flowers, but the leaves. I juice these. This is one I actually eat all the time. And so I may even start collecting. Well, I am gonna start collecting the seeds here, because the seeds are off in there. I think that's called the pappus. I'm gonna collect the seeds there so I can kind of have control over where I want it to grow, so I can have more, because it doesn't seem like I have that much. It's hard for me to find dandelion leaves after using them over and over again. So I just pick the leaves, I don't pull up the whole thing. Okay. All right. But I will be planting seeding other things probably starting tomorrow. Just start putting seed in the ground since it's not gonna doesn't seem like it's gonna be a freezing time soon between now and next Saturday. So I'll be starting my cucumbers, which I'm probably a little late on cucumbers, but definitely anything pumpkin related. We eat a lot of butternuts, so I'm really gonna have a lot of butternut plants going. Um, some zucchini, some watermelon, and just some new things that I'm interested in planting for this year. So,
Mm-hmm.
but like I said, yeah, if we would come back like beginning of summer or right before the summer starts, you'll see like totally different things going on out here.